he wants it because the rivalry that is building up and that is happening while we speak
Yep.
uh, is making him play in these international tournaments. Because I don't know, there was a man that became the most goal scorer in international games, I think.
Hmm.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I've never
Uh,
heard. I've never heard of it, Alex. I've never heard of it.
so you guys requested a bunch the GOAT talk. You're like, who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT? And I couldn't say Noon Mins anymore. I needed to justify myself. And so here you go, guys. You're gonna have the talk between Messi, Ronaldo. Would you like to start?
Yeah, man. I mean, you're talking on my hemisphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Leo Messi. It really
Mm-hmm.
is. It's always been. I grew up with the Barcelona teams. I know there's something to be said about Ronaldo and three separate doing it in three separate countries, winning championships and winning best player awards and all that good stuff. But the consistency of Leo Messi over the years and the amount of palpable goosebumpy moments, right, that he's given me as a fan of, and this is not to say Ronaldo doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just more relatable for
Yep.
me. So it really, it doesn't almost come down to like I have no qualifications whatsoever to say who's a better footballer. No,
Mm-hmm.
frankly, nobody does except maybe
Yep.
Pele. I have no clue. Uh, but I am, I'm not going to take the coward's way out and say we
Mm-hmm.
are privileged to be in a world where we can see a Cristiano and a Messi duke it out together. But I do have to say, if we take that Ronaldo is 2 years older,
Mm-hmm.
and we go back to where Ronaldo was at 34, right? Because Messi, I think, just turned 34.
Yes.
Um, Man, that makes me feel old. Anyway, you got to say from a actual statistical level, and there's so many ways you can put this.
Mm-hmm.
His statistics look better, but really, what it comes down to for me is relatability from the point of growing up with Leo Messi on my wall. Growing
Yeah.
up, it could be because he's a diminutive guy and I'm a small guy. It could be because there's so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the fact that it was goat versus goat. There's two goats here. Yeah, I know it's impossible to have, but
Well,
I know you've picked Ronaldo. Why? Tell me why when it
I
comes
just
down
wanted to say
to versus
something about Messi. I fell in love with football because of Messi. Like my
okay.
first wallpaper on a PC was a Lionel Messi wallpaper, Barcelona. Okay, because I fell in love in the way he touched the ball. Those iconic matches against Man United, those moments in which the young kid is delivering. He won the Ballon d'Or as a youngster, so that was maybe I'm here because of him. So I just wanted to say, like, Messi, thank you for what you've done. Like, you're one of the goats for sure. But
Yeah.
my choice is Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'm gonna say, if you'd spoken to me 5 years ago, I'd say Messi blankly.
Yeah.
But the more I live, the more I appreciate Ronaldo, because Ronaldo was, if you show tape to a 5-year-old kid and you showed a player and you wouldn't say names and you show the United clips and then you'd show clips of Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid, the kid wouldn't recognize. No, wouldn't recognize that they were the same player. Two completely different styles of play. Ronaldo had a big injury at Man United, a big injury on his leg. And he
Right.
had to change his style of play completely because his agility wasn't the same. So he then thought, I need to become a machine, a goal scoring
Okay.
machine. Because Ronaldo is a natural born competitor.
Yeah.
And he wants to be the most everything in the world. And that's what I have to admire about Ronaldo. I think, look, I love Kobe. He's got the Mamba mentality. But I think Ronaldo he's got the Ronaldo mentality, man. He comes from Madeira, like the poverty. And
Right.
I'm Portuguese and I can tell he comes from the poor of, like, it's really like the rise to success is, you won't see it. Like, he's the most followed person on Instagram too, like even
Right.
social media. He wants to win in everything. And for
Yeah.
that, I am as I grow up, I'm gonna go Ronaldo. I'm gonna go
Okay.
Ronaldo because he's gone to every league. He's become the top scorer in every team he's been, and I feel like he just wants to conquer the world, and
Yeah,
he's done it.
and
He's
I do
done
have
it.
I have to agree there in that sense that like he's undergone multiple transformations,
Yeah.
right? And he's winning it with different clubs is amazing. And then you go back and that's like where there's such different players, not just players on the field, but players off the
Hmm.
field too. You know, he I wouldn't say he craves the limelight, right? But he invites it, right? He invites the and we're talking about Ronaldo.
Hmm.
He invites all the drama and all the speculation and all that craziness that goes around being a footballer or
Hmm.
the most followed footballer on Instagram, or I should say most followed person on
Person,
Instagram or one of
exactly.
them. But you also have to really enjoy the fact that Leo Messi has done so, except if you take into consideration his like tax payments case and all that fun stuff. He has done a lot of what he's done kind of under the radar, right? Not really under the radar, but
Other,
you know what I mean. He is not a guy. He doesn't post pictures. They're very
what?
different people, is what I'm trying to say. I just hit the mic, so if anything,
No worries. Messi
not,
under the radar. I can say one thing that Messi does a lot
not
under the
under the
radar.
radar. That's
He's
not
one
the
of
best
the
way to.
like he talks so much crap during games. I don't know if you know about this, but this is like every player that plays against Messi says Messi talks so much when he's playing. He center backs hate him. He's
Yeah.
always with Messi. It's like he's an expert. Ronaldo doesn't have time for that. Ronaldo just has time to confront, get it done.
Uh,
No, I'm
well, I
joking.
got one. I got one thing that has to be brought up here.
Mm.
They're very close on a goal scoring level, right? And arguably Messi, if he plays an extra 2 years and say Ronaldo
Mm.
retires, which I think there's that like 52-year-old guy that's still playing in the Japanese J League.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be Ronaldo. But
Nah, nah, nah.
when it comes down to it, does Messi's 90 more assists count for anything from a statistical level
It
in
does,
terms?
and there is another thing too that Messi has that's way above Ronaldo, and it's the Man of the Match awards. I think he's like 300, and he's
Yeah,
like 150 ahead of Ronaldo. But this is Messi was a unique talent, and the style of play of Messi, he did change. He did get the free kicks in his arsenal late stages,
yeah,
because anyone that says that Messi doesn't train is lying. Messi trains a lot. He didn't have that free kick at the start of his career. Late stages, now he has, and he's the best free kick taker in the world, behind James Ward-Prowse maybe, but
yeah.
but he's definitely on
The
top.
English Messi. No.
So
Uh,
he's shown that he's improved skills in his arsenal. So I do respect that. I wanted to mention that too, but I again, Ronaldo has the biggest changes. I have to say, Ronaldo undergone them. But you said statistically, who has the most goals in history in the Champions League?
right.
Who has the most goals in international clubs
I hear
or
you.
national teams? Sorry.
I
Who
hear you.
has the most goals in history for Real Madrid, which is the
Yeah.
most iconic club in the world?
Who has more
Who?
Ballon d'Ors?
Yeah, but he was stolen a Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry to say it. Like, he was
Yeah.
stolen a Ballon d'Or. That Ballon d'Or was clear as day for Ronaldo. He
I
left Real Madrid. I don't want to come here with an agenda, but that was very sketchy.
yeah.
Very sketchy. He leaves Real, no Ballon d'Or. And it goes to Modric, which he was fantastic. Really good in the World Cup. Fantastic season. But come on. Modric
So are
next to
you
Ronaldo. It's
are
an
you
alien.
starting a conspiracy theory that Messi actually swung the
No,
vote
no.
because he's
Real
such?
Madrid. Real Madrid didn't
I'm
want
just
their
kidding.
star player to get the Ballon d'Or and leaving.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that happened. If we see the power that Real Madrid have and with the Super League now, okay, I don't think the power of even putting Ballon d'Or, Modric. It's sad, and I think Ronaldo. It's an opinion too. Ronaldo, I think he was robbed. Simple,
Yeah.
and yes, okay, and I do give it to every Ballon d'Or that Messi got. He worked for it, and he deserves credit. But I told you, the more I live, and he's a better athlete too. because Messi he underwent a lot to become Lionel Messi, like because of his growth, the hormones. He
Right.
needed a lot of financial help, and I
Yeah.
think that's why he hasn't left Barcelona. I'll never judge Lionel Messi not leaving Barcelona, because Barcelona gave helped fund the treatment that made Lionel Messi get the height to become Lionel Messi that we see right now. So I do think he appreciates that moment in his life which he needed help, which then helped him become the best player in the world. But Ronaldo spends millions in his body, okay? And I can tell you, if there's an athlete that can say, drink water, I can assure you it's Ronaldo. Because if Ronaldo says, drink water, I 100% guarantee you, Ronaldo won't say for you to do something that he doesn't do, okay? Yeah. He knows that he wants to pass a good message, and he should, to the world.
Oh no, actually, I'm now remembering a Messi. I believe it was a Coke commercial. Wow.
Pepsi.
Wow. Oh, it was Pepsi. You're right. It was Pepsi. Yeah.
Lionel, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Coca-Cola had a talk with Ronaldo, because the truth is, Pepsi sponsors Pepsi sponsors Messi. So I'm sure, because antagonists builds momentum and stories, Coca-Cola had a talk with Ronaldo, and yeah, doesn't seem like it went well. So the GOAT said drink water, so everybody at home, go drink water.
Well, I'm going to end it on, I believe Messi is the more complete player.
Complete?
And I do, yes, I believe he's the most complete player compared to Ronaldo. Absolutely.
Come on, look at the heading. Come on, Ronaldo is going to another airport, maybe. He can leave Lisbon, and he can go to Madeira just with his jump.
Well, okay, so he's good at jumping. No, come on. Now we're getting contentious. So what we need to do is let's go back. We'll go back to the center, and we'll say these are two otherworldly players that it's highly unlikely we'll ever see again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know you. What do you say? Haaland and Mbappe over the next 10 years? No, I don't think so. But you don't know. And that's another podcast. So let's not go on that. But I mean, these guys have been so dominant, so consistent, so ridiculously impressive. In Ronaldo's case, obviously changing, right? So much, whether it's location or his body or whatever. Messi, I can't tell you how many goals I can run through in my head right now, just picturing them. The slalom run versus 7 defenders. I mean, he's done that multiple times. Just the amount of joy and highlights they've given us over the years. We just got to come back to that and say, if there could be two GOATs.
And that's what's happening, Breton. What we started a conversation, I feel like it's worthy to end it. It's Messi's performing in Copa America. E Ronaldo está performing in the Euros.
Yep.
So I think we're going to have an ending to this story, hopefully. And yeah, let's keep on going.
Yeah, and I never want to have that conversation again. It's just too tough of a conversation.
I like it though. I like a bit of drama, you know. It's never bad.
We want to know what you think. Mine, actually both of ours is pretty personal, except you. Yeah, you grew up idolizing Messi as well, so
it's
interesting.
True. It's true. And a lot of people here.
Yeah, we do want to hear, please, in the comment section, let us know who you'd pick and why. 100%. I mean, you can't boil it down to one sentence, but it's always good to think about. And Alex was the one that challenged me with that, because I told him outright I really didn't want to have this conversation because it's too damn hard.
It's the demand.
And it's good to talk about it, as long as you have respect for both players, and I do, absolutely.